if we were allowed access for early treatment.
Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. I'm here at the Defeat the Mandates Coast to Coast rally here in Los Angeles, California, downtown Los Angeles. Conservative and alternative news media always have been saying over the past couple years that they've given up on Hollywood and on Los Angeles. But I don't think they should, because we are fighting hard, as you can see here behind me right now. This is actually a lot of the Freedom Truckers. The Freedom Trucker Convoy actually came back here and met back here for this event. And I'll walk down and show you all the truckers that are here in support of this event a little bit later. But as you can see, I got here a little late. I was trying to find parking, and it was like impossible. And there are tons of people here in support of this rally. What I love about this event today is that they're making this for everyone. They're like, if you're a Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, this is for everyone who, cares about these mandates and how they're affecting their family members and their jobs and their loved ones. So everyone's here standing up for their rights. Me personally, in the entertainment industry, I have lost my work because, I can't go with the mandates, and it's unfortunate, and so a lot of people here today are in the same boat, and that's why we're all standing up, and it's, yes, I am live right now. This is in downtown LA, downtown Los Angeles, Grand Park. And if you are, by the way, in the area in LA, come out. This is going on all day. Dr. Malone's going to be speaking here. A lot of incredible speakers are lined up. The Freedom Trucker Convoy came back out here and met back out here. So they're here right now. So yeah, this is going to be, someone commented, fingers down mandates, sorry. We're against the mandates. This is Defeat the Mandates rally. I don't know, maybe you're for them. I don't know, sorry, just responding to your comment here. But yeah, no, everyone here today is standing up for their rights to their health rights and their freedom. So, there's a lot of people out here, as you can see behind me, and I want to kind of take you around the crowd. Unfortunately, I couldn't get right up front. I didn't really realize how many people would be here. I mean, it is insanity, absolute insanity. And I'm going to bring you guys around and show you, but for a while here, I got a good location. I was trying to get a press pass. I didn't realize I couldn't just go up and buy one. So unfortunately, I can't be in the media area. But, I think I'm going to walk around, talk to some people, and maybe I'll run into Dr. Malone. Who knows? So really excited. Yes, no mandates. That's why we're here. This is the Defeat the Mandates Coast to Coast rally. And as you can see, a lot of people in Los Angeles here are standing up for their rights. So I'm going to turn the camera around so that I can walk around a little more. So sorry you won't be able to see my face as much. Wish I had a camera person, but that's how it goes. So let me just turn this camera around here.
90% chance we're probably They also want to censor any dissenting opinion, even though they'll have their medical professionals. You can't ever hear the opposing side. They also want to take control of your health information. If you look at the list, California is spreading flat out medical team.
So I have a good spot here. I was able to stand on this thing on the side of the stage. My agent Bob is right up front over here. Maybe I shouldn't say how he works for me, but the work we do together. But as you can see, the stage is way over here, and this is the crowd. I mean, this is going all the way back. And I'm surprised to see so many people out here in LA. I don't know if some people are here from out of town or you know what, but we have an insane lineup. I mean, literally all day. There's going to be a lot of people up here speaking. Some friends of mine are going to be speaking. So, yeah. The Hollywood for Freedom crew is here. I've been doing some work with them. And they asked me to volunteer for their booth, but, you know, I just kind of want to be doing my own thing. I support what they do, but I'll be doing my own thing here. Yes, stop wearing the face diaper. I agree, Sean McCarthy. So I don't know if you, let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can, I don't know if you can hear what's going on, the speech from the stage. I'm not sure how the audio is with this. I'm thinking maybe it's probably best if I walk around a little more and get some more things, so. So we actually have performers here today too. A lot of people are performing. Someone I just met recently, Sonic Universe. He's gonna be, I think he's gonna be speaking at one point and performing at another. So that's pretty cool. We just had this really cool like rapper up earlier. The first person I heard come on was the person who produced and directed Plandemic. So you know, the documentary. So that was pretty cool. Wish I could get a better view for you all. As you can see, the media is up over here. I can't zoom in. Well, the media is up on a stand over this way, and I was trying to get up there, and they told me I needed a media pass, and tried to get one, but I don't know. I guess I'm not that cool. I'm not like, or that lame, I guess. So yeah, you know what? I think I am going to go around and talk to some people. Yeah, because you guys can't even hear the speech, so let's just go around. Maybe I can talk to some people and see what they think. I just have to jump off the stand here. No, Steven, I'm non-performing. My agent was actually trying to get me in as a speaker, but it was so last minute. I thought I had work planned, and then it didn't end up having work planned. So I could have maybe been a speaker here if I would have been able to plan that out a little better, unfortunately. Should have done that. Jermaine, good to see you in the chat. So here's a little bit of a better view of this stage. I don't know how close I can actually get here. See if I can get through a little bit. She would define common sense as knowing the difference between your behind and a hole in the ground. Someone just told me I'm adorable.
Yet my mother, Sharon Milton, who was much more reserved, would define common sense as the basic instinct you were born with. But
wow, there's a lot of people here.
One would define it. I'm just asking, does common sense still exist? You know, there are some things in life that we didn't have to learn along the way. They kind of just came along with the territory. For instance, animals don't drive cars. Our parents are older than us. You close your eyes when you want to go to sleep. Fire is hot. Ice is cold. You can't see in the dark. You eat when you're hungry and wait. I've got one for you. I don't know if you're ready for this.
Hold that right in front of them.
Man,
she's holding this right up in front of the nursery. Oh, I like this one.
I've got one a little better than that. You shouldn't have to be vaccinated in order for my vaccine to work.
Amen, sister.
God forbid we use common sense.
I don't know if you guys can hear the speech.
Common sense ain't common. According to history, facts, and science, vaccines don't spread the virus after vaccination, but hey, common sense ain't common. You know, I'm only 45 years young. I've only naturally birthed 5 children and naturally raised 5 children. And I say naturally because I raised my boys.
It's the fake news media, guys. They're all out here. Maybe they'll get woke by watching this rally, the fake news.
Vaccines didn't require families to be separated. And to think
all the fake news media, they're over here, you know, filming. I just think it's funny because, like, they're probably going to hear all these speeches all day and then they're going to get woke.
Illegal immigrants to flow into our country while firing against
Good to see ya. Yeah, you just got here a little late. You got all the way up front. I don't know if I can get in there. I'm sure you can figure it out.
I think it's time we begin to protest the separation of our families in the border. Can anyone
So you guys can hear the speech pretty good, sounds like.
You still need to be vaccinated.
I don't want to be in people's way here.
You still need to wear a mask. You still need to maintain 6 feet of distance. And you still need to be hospitalized. Then to top all that off, we still
closing everyone's signs here.
Puppets like Barack Obama.
What is Batman doing here? Oh my God. That's because they got vaccines, yo.
But again, common sense ain't common.
I just saw Batman for a second. I don't know where he went, but I feel like I want to go find him. What happened then? That was so weird.
What are you doing? An interview?
I'm just doing a live stream right now. I don't know. Do you want to talk? Or? What are you doing out here?
He wants to talk. Come here.
Okay. For black women that have abortion.
Talk. Tell us.
I'm just doing a live stream right now, so I'm just talking to people who are here.
No, you know more about it.
You look like it. You look like you're a veteran.
No, but yeah, I'm a veteran, but
How about this?
tell her.
What, honey?
She knows that.
Call me crazy. But
Hi, honey, we're here against the vaccine mandates today. Our son has a vaccine injury while he was in the Air Force. These vaccines are not safe and they're not effective and they're experimental. And our government is trying to force them for us to take them against our will, okay? And they have deadly consequences and they have thousands of side effects that will not show up for years to come. Our son's side effects didn't show up for 8 years, and now he has multiple sclerosis from anthrax. These are very, very dangerous. They want to give them to our kids. They want to give them to the elderly. They wreck their immune system. The boosters are even worse. Do not take the booster shots if you have already gotten vaccinated. And do your research before you take anything that is not approved by the FDA in this country.
I agree with you. You know, I have had family myself who have been affected by the shots, and you know, I've literally had 2 family members die a week after getting a flu shot the other year, and you know, yeah, it's just
they're trying to take away our consent to the shots.
Yeah. Where are you here from?
We're here from San Pedro, California.
Well, it's great to hear that your family is serving for this great country, and I hope the mandates are defeated.
Thank you, sweetheart. We do too. Keep on praying, you guys out there, and keep on working. We have 10 bad bills in California that we need to defeat. They're trying to mandate everything to get the shot to work, to get the shot for our children, to monitor your medical history. They're trying to take away the rights of police officers and firefighters in this state to have medical freedom. They're also taking away our religious rights to medical exemptions. They're trying to also do that. So everybody needs to get on board. Let's go. It's not a vaxxed or unvaccinated question. It is a freedom question, medical freedom. That's what we're here for.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you know, it's amazing what she was saying about that because I don't know if you guys saw my live a couple weeks ago down here at kind of a smaller event, but the police force here, like actually over half of them do not want to get shots, and they're all about to be fired. And the police force as it is here is already very understaffed, apparently, from what they were saying. And obviously, I'm sure you've heard, the crime rate in LA is like insane this past couple years. So it's pretty crazy stuff. You look pretty rocker. I want to go get the trucks because there are actually the truckers were here, and kind of wanted to go and capture that. I don't know. Maybe I'll walk around here and I'll come back. Maybe I can meet some interesting people. I don't know if you can just walk in the middle of the street here. I'm sorry. Just gonna walk around here a little bit first.
When you're staying in your college admission form, and they tell you to go to this college, unless you are.
What is this about?
This is a TV series on the life of Jesus.
Where did you get those?
Oh, I did them myself.
That's beautiful.
Sure. Hi, my name is Rose, and I'm representing here, informally, the Chosen TV series that you can download this app right here and watch 2 seasons of the Chosen TV series. It's been crowdfunded outside of Hollywood, and it's been seen over 370 million times. It's about the life of Jesus and his disciples, the calling of his disciples, and it's incredible. Yeah, and
I was seeing a speech recently, kind of like a preacher talking recently, and he was saying that during this the speech Jesus was given, like before he was crucified, like a little while before, he was saying that everyone that was around him at that time was going to come back and they're going to be around in the time of Revelation. And I always kind of feel like maybe that means something about this one right now.
Yep. They're taking a little bit of freedom with creating the storyline around some of the scripture, but it's driving people to the Lord. It's reaching people that would never watch a TV show about the Lord, the life of Jesus, simply because it's free. You can watch it if you like it, pay it forward for somebody else to watch. And that's it.
And how do you feel about the event today? Are you?
Oh, this is wonderful. I've hit every, I've hit every single stand here and talked to the people and stuff. Now I'm going to go reach out and find some friends of mine.
Awesome.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Okay. Hello.
You in the channel?
Yeah, I'm not live streaming it for the event right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Okay, so what's your name?
Hi, my name is Fuji Shiora. I'm a write-in candidate for the 40th Congressional District in California. And first and foremost, I have to say what's really important is your body, your choice. That includes vaccine. And just as important, as a conservative, now is the time to really reach out to all voters, regardless, be it Libertarian, Green Party, Democrat, Republican, to get them on board, to protect your human rights, to respect the dignity of all humanity, to make sure that you decide what to do with your body with these experimental vaccines. Now more than ever, I have a website called www.patriot.vote. Now is the time to have a third party in the state of California called the Patriot Party. Now is the time to really cherish our constitutional republic and fight for our constitution, fight for our freedoms, support our police. And now is the time to really remember that now more than ever, we the people stand united. We will not allow the establishment, be it the Democrat Party or the rhinos, Republican in name only, that work for them in the state of California to oppose the will of the people. Los Angeles GOP, California GOP, your time is up. We're waking up. We don't want you no more. We want a patriot party that represents our United States Constitution, that really, really understands and cherishes our First Amendment and Second Amendment, which are constantly under attack by the radical left. Now is the time to move forward. And in 2022, I'm asking for your vote in the 40th Congressional District, newly created in Orange County, Riverside County, and San Bernardino County. Go to my website, www.fujiforcongress.com, F-U-J-I, fujiforcongress.com. Campaign number, call or text, 805, now vote. And as always, like you, I love America. And like you, I will always place America first. God bless you. And again, God bless the land of the free, the United States of America.
Thank you so much. You got my vote.
Think about it. If those
Oh, I love these hats. I kind of want one. Oh man, I might have to come back for that. Okay. I want to show you guys the trucks that came here. I think it's around the corner here, so you know, I could be in the crowd and talk to some people. So I'll just come back later and do that. And I'm just going to walk around a little more right now. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a natural redhead.
You know what's funny? My friend, she's running for governor. She's a liberal, but she believes in vaccine choice.
That's great. You know, I think to me, it's just all about freedom. You know, it's like I'm not right or left. It's just freedom.
Absolutely. And the last thing the establishment wants is for us conservatives and liberals get together and find common ground. They don't want that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a divide and conquer agenda.
Yeah. Let's do this. Hello, everybody. Divide and conquer has long been the mantra of the political parties, Republican and Democrat alike. Now more than ever, we have to move forward. No, Albert Einstein is famously quoted to saying to the effect, doing something over and over again, expecting a different result is a form of insanity. Why do we always vote one party, Democrat or Republican? Why is that? I believe we, the American people, are strong enough, smart enough, and brave enough to really think for ourselves, just like we could think for ourselves through our bodies and vaccines. Now is the time to consider voting for a third party, be it for me as a Patriot Party member or for other liberals as Green Party members. Now is the time to get that vote out there. And as always, ask more questions and don't hesitate to really demand to have public debates that are vigorous and civil. Thank you. And as always, ask more questions and looking forward to visiting my website, www.patriot.vote.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, so my channel that I'm live streaming on my YouTube channel right now, Apolla Asteria. I also work for a network.
My friend, she's running for governor. She's a hairstylist, and she has her own hair salon. So I was telling her she should have journalists like you come in, and she does your hair while you're talking.
That would be interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
She won the best West LA hair salon in a couple years in a row. So she knows where she works.
Wow.
Let's see if I can. Yeah, you know.
Well, I gave you my numbers on there, so.
Wouldn't that be a good way to get girls in?
Yeah.
Get my hair.
I like that. It's a funny idea. Well, I'm live streaming right now, so it's so great to meet you. These people are funny. You know, there's like even a ton of people up here on the other side of the street here, so I'm surprised, honestly, at how many people are out here. You know, it was interesting what he was saying about the political parties. I actually, the way I really started getting involved in the political scene, it was kind of like around the same time as I was getting involved in, I mean, you know, I was like, I think in high school was really when I started kind of, you know, realizing I wanted to get more involved with things politically as well as with, you know, ufology and disclosure. And to me, it all just goes together, you know, but I guess for me, it was joining the Free and Equal Elections Committee as I started performing for the United We Stand Fest that really got me into the political scene here in LA. And I actually have been a part of a lot of events with them. And what they do is they try to get rid of the two-party system and make it so every party runs on an equal platform. So kind of interesting. And I really like what they do. So that's kind of what he was saying there. And I think that's really the key here is the divide and conquer agenda has really like caused so many issues. And I really feel that if it wasn't just like, the right versus the left, if there were more options there, this wouldn't be a problem. And it's done by design. It really is. Hoping someone over here has water. I'm so glad there's so many people in LA in support of this event. I mean, honestly, I'm a bit surprised. I don't know if a lot of these people are from out of state, but what's interesting is like even though a lot of people out here in LA are liberal, it's like a lot of people that are more liberal minded and tend to be for the mandates. Like a lot of them are actually vegan, and actually vaccines are not vegan, so it doesn't really make sense that they would want to be taking them. And from my understanding, from what my agent has told me, there's actually a huge community of people out here that are actually liberal that are. Oh, hey, Sean.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm live streaming this event.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you. Space Force kicking ass. How's it going so far?
Good. It took me forever to find parking. Oh my god.
It's fun.
I just
my church parking lot. Like I
parked at a church too.
Like, hey, you coming to church? I'm like, nope.
So, like, have you been here for a while already? Did you go?
Just got here.
Okay. Yeah, I've been here for a while, like looking around, talking to people. But the trucks are down there from apparently the Freedom Trucker convoy that came down here. So I think I wanted to go like capture the trucks and then come back.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. There's like a whole bunch of them there too.
Oh, really?
It's like a really powerful
okay,
presence.
Go to the closer ones. Okay, cool.
If you want company.
Of course. Yeah, so Sean here, me and Sean were sharing a studio for a while, and Sean does a lot of filmmaking here in LA.
There's this
and is pro-freedom, like myself.
For freedom, together a bunch of like different types of media, like shows and movies right now. So I feel like basically like a red Netflix is going to come out, like maybe not conservative, but patriot oriented.
That's kind of what like Rise TV is doing, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I saw they just picked up a comedy show, like a guy. It's like a one man band. Hey, what's up, man? Good stuff.
Yeah.
So I just feel like that's like, I mean, I think they said like 35 million people just like canceled their Disney Plus accounts like the other day.
Wow, really?
Yeah, after Disney like came out against the whole "Don't Say Gay" bill.
This is lovely footage of downtown LA right now. Sorry about this, you guys. I'm just trying to go get a view of these truckers. But here's downtown LA for you. That's another side of. I mean, this is not even the half. So.
Sleepwalk.
So the truckers are just down here. Most of them are down here, right?
I think.
Or were
so.
they mostly down?
I think it's like up there and here.
Okay.
So they just like been rolling across the whole country doing this?
I guess. Like, I don't know. I was talking to some of them at the CO-op in Barstow, and they were saying that actually some companies are working with them where they're actually doing work while they're doing it.
Right.
Like they'll like give them product and be like, okay, you can go over here, we'll support you, we'll pay you to bring the product here, and then you can come back, and it's like they're working while doing everything. So yeah, so some of these here's some of the Freedom Trucker convoy. Apparently they went across the country and they came back. These are probably the people that actually like live in California area.
Check out this truck that's awesome, the side of it.
Yeah, I really like this. Wow. I've actually been to this event. I don't know if this is for the event that I went to an event in Austin or Dallas earlier in the year with this. So that's interesting. But I was trying to get a media pass. I thought maybe I could just go in the back and like buy one or something, but I couldn't find.
So you hand them out like candy, but
Really? I wish I could know how to get one because I wanted to stand up next to like CNN and everyone, and they had a good view. So
probably after President, you're gonna spin the event. It's like 4 days.
yeah, totally. Well, this actually isn't really like as interesting of a view as I thought it would be. So I just wanted to show everyone the truckers, but you got to see some of the tent city of downtown LA, so that's cool too.
I'm glad to see this here. Everyone in LA is so pacified. Like I'm not into politics. That's what all the liberals are saying now. It's like, oh, I don't really care much because there's yeah, they're seeing it fall apart and they're like, I didn't have anything. Yeah, I didn't do that. It's not my fault.
You know, I've actually noticed a lot of people that I knew that, you know, they were kind of like really mad at me about everything last year that were friends of mine around here. Now they're all like, wow, you were right about all this, weren't you? And I was like, yeah, I was trying to tell you. They're all calling me like a terrorist and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I've had a few of those phone calls where somebody's like, yeah, like I was like, I didn't think that was true about like Bill Gates and stuff, but like he really probably did like, you know, orchestrate like a part of this with like Fauci, and it's like
Yo, you're a little late to the game, but welcome. Glad you're finally here.
You want to know more because that's like a year and a half ago, bro. There's a lot more going on.
It's a lovely downtown LA. What I was just really confused about is like the laptop stuff just came out, you know, with
Dude, this is a bird.
Hunter. Jesus, that's like some weird crackhead stuff. Okay, I'm just getting some like great B-roll of downtown LA for you all right now. So this isn't even Skid Row. You don't want to see Skid Row. That is some pretty horrifying stuff. It's actually really sad, honestly. I have no idea what the timetable is for everything. I want to see Dr. Malone for sure. I honestly don't really know who all the other people are.
I guarantee you, like, you'll recognize them. Like,
Yeah.
The filmmakers made Pandemics here.
Oh, I heard them speak first.
Oh, they already went?
Yeah.
Are they good?
Well, one of the guys spoke, and I think it was like the main guy that made it. So, I guess I'll turn this around so you can see my face right now. But yeah, so he was pretty cool. Maybe they're coming back on later too. So.
But I've always noticed at these events that everyone's like really fit and healthy and like productive looking and looks like they have their crap together. And I realize this is like.
And then the other events are. On the other side are very much not that way, right?
And so, and I really think it's like strong body, strong mind. It's like the healthy, good people of America. Like they can think clearly.
Yeah.
And it's the people whose minds are like weak because their bodies are weak and full of chemicals as they drink that. Because I feel like those people, it's like they're more easy to brainwash. They're more susceptible to it.
Man, I would like a Coke right now. Where's the? Are you serious? Oh my gosh! I've like been trying to find water or something everywhere. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh! Thank you. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver.
I learned my lesson last time. I came down here and I had
Yeah, I thought I was going to stop by a food truck, but then I was like driving around trying to find parking for like 2 hours. It was so frustrating. Oh. So Bob actually came in with firemen. Apparently they did like a march too here before the beginning, and that's what the firefighters for freedom. Whew. I'm out of breath now. I'm sorry. So my agent, this is firefighters for freedom. Apparently they're kind of in the same boat as the police force here, where they're being forced to get shots when they don't necessarily want them. So yeah.
Jesus Christ and find rest in Him. To everyone who's been affected by this, I'm sure you're definitely not alone. One day this will be crossed with us. Thank you. My name is Ian Crosby, and it's really nice to meet you out there. I've always done weather school and trying to do live schools, but I just can't break the mask.
Yeah, dude, that flag is so screwed. It always ends up on the field.
I find it insane that all the kids are doing drugs and are vaping.
I want to go walk around the crowd and
I want to find the
get some.
Hollywood reading group.
I couldn't even find them. I don't know where they were. Yeah, I was looking for them actually. Are those the ones you were saying you want to meet with on Thursdays, or?
No, that's another group.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
give you all the deets. We have like a improv troupe.
Oh, cool.
I mean, you should come to that though.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'm going to Thailand like literally in like a few days here. So, but when I'm back, definitely.
Is Thailand like a joke thing or a fun thing?
A little bit, but I don't
Oh, okay.
really like that right now.
Is this like the Ukraine rally they had? Like the flu?
I don't know what's going on over here. Do you know what this is? It's like some like art installation. Oh, I guess this is for like kids or something.
I'm just gonna picture this.
Not for anything unnecessary. For simply not being vaccinated against COVID-19.
Oh, so did a kid write this? Exactly what?
We have non-mandatory vaccines.
They have little kids riding with chalk on the sidewalk. I was trying to get up in this media area over here. I want to get up there. Or whatever. Sorry.
Though at the end of the day, it's people like you and me that make it possible for those sheep to break free from their cage. I feel as if the children of my sword deserve a long, warm hug for everything they have had to withstand. Because believe me, this fight is and has not been an easy one. I think that the time for change is now, and enough is enough. I pray for the future, the children will not need to fight for their promised rights and become defined by their medical records. Seeing everyone here today brings me hope. It allows me to believe that my dream is becoming more and more.
Actually, the other side there's tons of space. I think I want to go back over there because I don't like being in crowds. Okay. Take a picture. Yeah, there's like a huge like space over on the side, on this side.
Tell me where I'm going.
I was worried the whole thing's like infiltrated by spooks, but
I mean, probably to some degree. But you know, it was funny. I was saying when I was over by the media area earlier, it's like CNN and all these people are up there filming, and they're probably getting woke listening to all these speeches. Don't you think? Like they might like quit tomorrow. Yeah. Oh no, down here more. Man, it's even more crowded now than it was earlier. This is crazy. I can't believe this. It's like you can't even get close to the stage. So I just went over on the side over here earlier. It's like, I don't know if it's filled in now.
I was one of the first healthcare workers to go public with my adverse reaction. Yeah. I knew I had to do something when my own medical community turned their back on me. The day I took my shot, I was healthy. Everything changed instantly after that one day. Pfizer literally took my life without changing. Being in healthcare, I trusted the government and science. So I rolled up my sleeve on January 10th, 2021. Within 2 hours, I started having a reaction. If I gave more, I had lost the use of my legs. I laid in the hospital for 5 days without no medical help whatsoever. I was being released with a walker and absolutely no explanation. The job, we all know what happened to me. Those doctors just did not want to do it. I didn't know where else to turn.
Wow, I can't believe how many people are here. This is insane. Maybe I can get up in next to my agent, you guys. Let me see if I can squeeze my way in here and try to find my agent Bob.
I suffered from convulsions, tremors, and
Don't know if he's still up here or not.
I am one of many thousands injured by the COVID-19 and are permanently disabled.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get this on.
We have challenged President Biden and Dr. Anthony Fauci to sit down with us vaccine injured.
Sorry, I follow you
Review our
on Facebook.
records.
Oh, no
and
way.
study
What's
us.
your name again?
We
Martin.
sent them a
Malton,
letter,
nice to meet you.
and we also started a petition on change.org. As of today,
Trying to get to my agent.
we
He's
have
somewhere
not
up here.
from either
I hope
one
it's
of them.
possible.
President Biden and Dr. Fauci, if you happen to be listening today,
Can you guys hear the speech? Let me know if you can hear the
it's time
speech
to
okay.
help us.
Yeah, you're right, X1. I totally need to hydrate.
So many
I'll hydrate with some Coca-Cola. That's all I
trying
got.
to cover up the thousands upon thousands of stories just like mine. We are the dirty little secrets that you don't want to see. They are harming more innocent people by ignoring us and helping us and hiding these injuries and deaths. This needs to stop, and the time is now. The people you see on the stage are only a handful of us that this vaccine was not safe for. We are real people fighting every day to be heard. We were innocent Americans trying to protect our family and our community. We have literally been left behind, cast aside, and abandoned in this battle to regain our lives and our health. There are so many of us suffering. We have become our own doctors and researchers because the CDC
Oh, I'm glad you guys can hear the
or the
speech. That's great.
NIH will not acknowledge us. People are reaching out to us daily through social media, begging for help because they have now been injured.
Matt Lynn, I feel like we are taking action in a way by coming out here and doing this.
There is
Put your
no
comment up here for a
medical
second. I
and
think,
there sure isn't any
you know,
financial
people coming here and showing their
availability.
support. I mean, look how many people are
This
here.
needs to stop.
You would think from the media here that LA wouldn't be represented like this, but it is. So, you know, I think
I want you to
this
get
is a way for people to take
and go
action.
to please-
I mean, I don't know
Not rare
what other way people could take
or
action except maybe boycotting the mandates, which,
to view and
you know,
see
people can do as much as they can without, you know, being forced.
just like all of ours.
You know, and that's happening with the police force and with the firefighters here. They are
And the
boycotting it,
CDC does not
and
want you to
they're
see
being
the
threatened with
story.
getting fired, but they
They're
haven't been
definitely
yet.
trying
So,
to keep them hidden.
you know,
We need you, the people, to stand with us.
Yep.
Say no to these mandates. Take your back. Take your
yeah,
life
well, I hear you.
and stop controlling
You know, I
what the
lost my work
government
in the
is
industry
telling you.
because of the mandates, and it's unfortunate. And I think, you know, I wonder if maybe a lot of people here today are part of the same industry as me.
We are
Um,
powerful and strong.
I feel like it's all gonna have to go away soon. It really is. I don't know what else. Bob is here. My agent is here, And I'm trying to, he's actually
By texting. the
way up
word
there at the very
react
front, and I
to
can't get close to. Oh, actually, he's right here. Oh my god.
155. All donations are going to the
Bob?
injured because we need these dollars.
I was trying to find
Farm is
it.
not gonna help us. The government is not gonna
I'm
help
good.
us. It
Oh.
has to be you, the people, to help us. God bless you.
My daughter, Maddie.
Oh, are these kids up here?
Before January 20th, 2021,
I mean, students.
Maddie was a healthy, active 12-year-old with straight A's and lots of friends. Today, she's a 13-year-old in a wheelchair with a bleeding tooth. We believe in
Because she got
what
a
government
shot.
and medical experts were telling us. We do not.
Oh my god.
In January of 2021, Maddie received her second dose of the Pfizer COVID vaccine as a participant in the clinical trial for 12 to 15-year-olds at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. In less than 24 hours, she experienced debilitating electric shocks down her spine, severe heart and abdominal pain, and more. She eventually lost all feeling from the waist down, the ability to walk, and can no longer swallow food or liquids. Since January 2021, Maddie has been to the ER 10 times, hospitalized 4 times, totaling over 2 months. She has had countless abnormal test results, including blood in her urine, 7 times that have been dismissed. Pfizer summarized her harrowing experience as functional abdominal pain, or stomachache, and paresthesia, pins and needles. This is clearly an inaccurate misrepresentation of Maddie's reality. My healthy, happy, active child started having these severe symptoms. And that's within hours of her second shot. But so far, Pfizer, Cincinnati Children's Hospital, here we have the trial, the FDA, CDC, nor the NIH are interested in figuring out why this happened or even treating her. Our cries for help and acknowledgement have fallen on deaf ears, and our questions have gone unanswered. We have been abandoned financially and medically by Pfizer, Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and our government. My family and many other vaccine injured are out tens of thousands of dollars with no financial compensation. Our program is needed to support the vaccine injured with the medical and financial assistance. We need your help. Please consider donating to the Vaccine Injured Medical Fund by texting REACT 50155. So that's REACT to 50155. It's on the back of all of our shirts. This is how you can help. Remove big pharma influence and control from government and the media. Parents should be given true and factual informed consent. They are not being given that. President Biden, parents are watching. We see you coming for our children. My daughter's case was hidden from the very beginning. She is still being hidden and ignored and declining because of it. Hidden truths or unspoken lies, and we will not be hidden any longer. Thank you.
Give it up for Maddie DeGarry and Stephanie DeGarry, everybody. Can someone turn around so I can read your shirt real quick again? There we go, April. That is text REACT, R-E-C-A-T. Did I spell it wrong? I'm an educator. I should know better. R-E-A-C-T to 50155. Everybody got it? Yes. Okay. My name is Dr. Henry Neely, and it's all right. Look, who I am isn't important. What's going on here is what's important. Do we all agree? Okay. We got to fix this. I heard that they weren't getting any help. And I said, that won't do. Do you agree? Yeah. Let's find our hearts. Everybody take a second. Take a long breath in and exhale through your mouth. It's a lot of energy here today, right? Let's make sure we use it. Now close your eyes. And what I want you to do is point to yourself. Excellent. Most of you are pointing right to your heart. You see, when we come together in love, the impossible becomes possible. And that's what we're going to create for every person on this stage and every person that isn't on stage. Can I get an amen? That's what I'm talking about. Now, I want to give y'all some credit. Can you do something for me? I like this when people come up to me. Can you put both hands over your heart and hold your heart? Can you just hold your heart? It's right in the middle. I know we put it way over here. That's your lungs. We're going to put it right in the middle, okay? Here's the deal. Good job. They had a 2-decade head start, trillions of dollars head start, and because we love, in 2 years, we still made them. Give it up for yourselves, everybody. That's what love does. Now, is this a vaccine? Good. Are our children lab rats? Does the government own your body? Are we in the right place?
Yes.
Are you going to help us?
Yes.
Love it. Now listen up. I got some good news for you. I want you to put your hands over your heart one more time, and then I'm going to bring on Ernest.
Oh yeah, you should do it again.
Imagine this.
Not right now.
Fauci and friends indicted after being investigated and found guilty for crimes against humanity. Imagine this. A constitutional amendment for health freedom that says we will never go through this again. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Imagine this. Us putting our money, our minds, and our hearts together to put them all into recovery. Can we do that? Then we are the greatest energy and our love will prevail. Do you agree? I'm Dr. Henry Neely. It's a privilege to be here among you, an honor. Who I am isn't important. What's in our hearts is what's important. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Give it up for Ernest Ramirez.
Woo! Woo!
I'm the father of Ernesto Ramirez Jr. Jr. received his first dose of the Pfizer vaccine April 19th, 2021. 5 days later, while playing basketball, Jr. suddenly he collapsed and died right in front of his best friend. The medics worked on my son, but they couldn't do anything about it. The day my world ended, Junior's autopsy showed that he had myocarditis. Junior was a healthy boy who loved playing baseball, video games with his friends, enjoyed the outdoors. He loved fishing. He was the best son a father could ask for. He was my best friend. When Junior was born, the world changed to the best for me. I took the role of being his father with so much pride. He was the center of my life. We were not rich, but everything we had was enough to get us through. When the news came out, when the media and the government that there was safe for an effective vaccine, we were told that everyone needed it to get the vaccine for our health and to stop the spread. I decided to do the right thing and keep my son
These
safe.
stories are so sad, but it's so
It
great
turned
to,
out
like,
to be the worst
they're sharing
decision
their
in my life.
stories.
Suddenly, my son was dead,
People
and
need
I
to
was
hear
planning
these.
his funeral.
We love you.
7 months later, after FEMA contacted me and asked me to change the cause of death to my son to COVID so that they could help me financially. I told him I would never do that.
Wow.
I would definitely never disrespect my son in that way. The government has completely abandoned me and my injured friends who stand beside me here today. But there is hope. You who are here, you can help us support the Injured Medical Fund by texting REACT to 50155. REACT to 50155. Every single dollar donated goes to the injured. It killed my son, I know. Nothing will bring Junior back, but I miss him every day. My pain is unbearable. The only thing I can do now is try to help others. I don't want any other family going through what I'm going through. The only time I spend with my son, I visit to the cemetery every weekend before church and holidays and Junior's birthday. I hold this rose in remembrance of my baby boy and the many others who have lost their lives, including those who have taken their lives due to the COVID vaccine. The only time parents should be given full information about the possible side effects so that they can make informed decisions. President Biden, parents are watching. We see you coming for our children. Hidden truth are unspoken lies. We will not be hidden any longer.
Woo! We see you. We see you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Folks, thank you so much. Make sure you donate. We need help. Thank you. All right. All right. Come here.
Did you see the teenagers who just before them?
We have a dynamic singer
Getting
coming
the
up.
trucker funny.
Emotional time right there.
Also,
5 times August. It's going to bring us home.
Yeah.
And
It's funny, like,
I got to tell you, we all love you.
I'm just good friends with
And
my
just
friend
keep
Amanda.
hugging each other.
Party with
praying,
them
because
it's
it's not about winning.
Oh yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
about
be here.
never allowing this to happen.
I didn't realize.
The stage is yours.
they were doing it earlier.
Y'all, this is so amazing. Thank you for being here today.
Oh wow.
I wrote a song this week I wanted to bring with me out here. This is brand new. This is for y'all. This is for y'all. Everybody here is a fighter, and don't forget that.
Share your comment, Peta. You know, it's so great that everyone shares their stories here. It's so sad. Like, I just was looking around while these guys were talking, and everyone was like tears in their eyes. And, you know, but it's these stories, like, people need to share them because that's how, you know, they get the word out there with what happened to them, you know, and it's just going to keep happening to more people if these mandates aren't taken away.
They are trying to remove. I am here at your defense, and I will always fight for you. So I will always fight for you. I will stand here.
He does the song "Sad Little Man." He talks "Sad Little Man."
I will shield you from.
It's really pretty.
In the battle on the field, there is evil on the move. But I hope that you can feel it out. We're always fight for you. In the darkness of the times, there's a light that shines through. It'll soon reveal the crime, so I won't stop the fight for you. Yes, I will always fight for you. I will bring every attack, and I will not give up on you. I will always have your back. So to every single sons and daughters, do not back down, don't let up. You have more armor to live this war to win. Look in their eyes and tell them I will always fight for you. I will stand guard and free. I will not give up on you. I will stop being shot until you. I will always fight for you. I will always fight for you.
That's beautiful.
All right, give it up for Pop-Top Bogus. Woo! Woo! I didn't see you raise your hands when he was going. Wave your hands for him. Come on. What are you doing? You keep on us. All right. I want to hear the word freedom come out of your mouth. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Distinct honor right now to introduce you to a lovely lady, one of the mama bears that stood in the gap for us earlier on, Jay McCarthy, entrepreneur.
Oh, wow. I didn't know she was coming here.
But guess what? She's a mom that cares.
Interesting.
It's me, Jenny McCarthy. I am so sorry I couldn't be there with all of you, but I am 100% with you in spirit. You know, almost 20 years ago, I can't believe it's almost 20 years, I stepped forward to use my voice to try and create change. It wasn't easy. In fact, at times, it was freaking terrifying. But what was more terrifying was the idea of sitting in the shadows and doing nothing at all. Today, I am so humbled to know how many brave, like-minded warriors are coming together to create change. Thank you for being brave, because I know it is not easy. Freedom of choice and bodily autonomy for ourselves and our children is something that nobody should ever infringe upon. Thank you for standing up for freedom. You know, as we work to stop these mandates, let's continue to put our support and our energy into the people, into the businesses, and the organizations who are creating opportunities for us to have the choices we deserve. Like the nurses, like the doctors who held the line as long as they could and are now starting their own clinics, their own practices. Let's support them.
I didn't know that was happening.
We're creating new schools and homeschooling communities. Let's support them. To the parents who stood up to school boards and are now running to be on the board themselves, which was awesome to witness. Let's support them. To the media like the Highwire and Del Bigtree, who are not only reporting the truth every week, but also fighting in court for justice. Let's support them. If we want change, let's continue to be the change. God bless all of you, and thank you.
Please welcome the great doctors of FLCCC, the Unity Project.
Who thought you get excited about doctors? It's like Guns N' Roses, man. FLCC.
That's hilarious. Woo! Yes!
Oh yeah! This sounds like thank you. We're in love and solidarity with you.
All right, so we stand before you today with 18,000 doctors and scientists that we're representing. 18,000. Now remember, it's the policies that resulted in the carnage, in the deaths of hundreds of thousands of Americans. It was the policies, not the disease. It's been said, we know they are lying. They know they are lying. We know they are lying, but they're still lying. And we got to stop that. You agree? All right, let me ask you. They said there's no early treatment for COVID. Is that true? No. They said natural immunity still needs a vaccine. Is that true? No. They said every man, woman, and children in the United States needs his vaccine. Is that true? No. The real virus. What's the real virus? See if you agree with this. President Newsom, the World Economic Forum, Fauci. No. Maybe we can get a vaccine against them and ship them to Mars. Yeah. All right.
That works too.
If anybody says anything, this is the data you need. In England and in Scotland, where the data is not corrupted, the triple vax account for 90% of the deaths. Is that true? It's true. Have you heard that in the Trusted News Initiative? All right. The lipid nanoparticle, you know what that is? It goes everywhere. Brain, bone marrow, ovaries. It does not stay in the arm. Has anybody told you that as a Trusted News Initiative? Has the mainstream media said that? All right, I'm going to go to your list.
He should totally start crowd surfing after his speech, Renee. I totally agree with you.
It's blocking cancer repair mechanism. It's blocking receptors that lead to activation of dormant viruses.
Someone's already saying this guy needs a crowd surf after his speech.
60 days because the body doesn't know what to do with the artificial pseudouridine.
I totally agree with you.
It's going into DNA and reverse transcribing in liver cells experimentally. Have you heard that on the Trusted News Initiative? All right, I want to know if anybody wants to join a new religion. The new religion is Fauci's religion. You have to take 3 vaccines per year in order to participate in normal society.
If you're just trying to get it now, this is a doctor.
Lock them up! Lock them up! Lock Fauci up!
Get moved, baby!
Lock Fauci up! Lock them up! Lock them up! Lock them up!
Deaths between the ages of 18 and 64. There are 82% more deaths from 25 to 44. Can someone tell me what's murdering all these people?
The vaccine!
All right, I have to close down. Last thing.
If you guys are watching right now, please share this to your friends. Please share this live. I need as many people watching as possible right now because this is important. These people are speaking. So everyone needs to hear this.
More than freedom, it will
be much appreciated.
Can you say freedom?
This guy's awesome. Dr. Ryan Cole. Like 150,000 people.
Oh, wow. There is no justification for taking away individuals' freedom in the guise of public safety. Thomas Jefferson, one of our founding fathers, and it's still true today. Dr. Urso talked about Trusted News Initiative. How many people have heard about it? Okay, if you haven't, go look it up. Who are they? It is a collusion of the largest media companies, social media companies, to obscure the truth from you. What do? They lie to you. How do they do it? Through propaganda and censoring the smartest doctors in the world, because they don't want you to know the truth. They are responsible for death, for despair, for social devastation. They have committed crimes against humanity and have blood on their hands. How? By withholding information on early treatments to strengthen natural immunity. The side effects of the death jabs. You know, the shot doesn't prevent you from getting the virus. It doesn't prevent you from carrying the virus. It doesn't prevent you from transmitting the virus. It doesn't prevent you from getting the disease. And in sad cases, it doesn't prevent you from dying the disease. So is it a vaccine? No, of course it isn't. Again, one more lie. And then they want you to have proof of vaccine. My proof of vaccine is I'm a human being, and that's all that matters. And screw you and your stupid mandates. The federal and state governments have polluted. They've leveraged and wasted billions and trillions of our children's tax dollars. Why? Because they want to force you to do something you don't need for a disease that isn't even here anymore. It is the wrong shot for the wrong virus. You know what? The virus they made this potion for is gone. It went extinct a year ago. Have they modified the shot? No, they haven't. So why would any sane human being require an employee to get a shot that isn't even for the virus? Omicron's here. It's even worse. The damage is worse than the virus itself now from the shot. It's insane.
Yep.
The jab is expired. It is expired. Wrong shot, wrong virus, all risk, no reward, no benefit. The CDC in Europe said no more boosters. Israel, they said no more shots. We made mistakes. No passports, no boosters. Mea culpa. Oops, but at least they admitted it. Their chief immunologist. So what's happening here? This is why we're here today. This isn't about ending mandates. This is about ending emergency powers because there is no emergency. And how about this?
The emergency is these terrorists that are running everything.
From 1986. You know what? The spike protein is a toxin. We know the shot makes the spike protein. And under Proposition 65, anything that can cause cancer, birth defects, or reproductive harms should be labeled in California as such as a risk. I think they should tell you the truth. They want your body to be a toxin factory. I say no. Anyone still requiring this scientifically expired shot has succumbed to insanity through either willful ignorance, paid-off corruption, hunger for power, or just plain old malevolence. Protect the children. Keep your children away from this. The shot doesn't cover Omicron. It is all risk, no benefit for the children. If anybody puts this shot in the arm of a child, it is plain and simple child abuse. The false narratives are broken. The false narratives are broken. The policy based on bad science is over. The real science is in, and it's in front of you here. There is no emergencies. Lockdowns need to go away. Masks need to go away. The jab needs to go away. Freedom and liberty are what works. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. God bless you.
Hello, America. Thank you for showing up. This is a beautiful sight to see. People are awake. They're awake in California, otherwise known as Clown World. I just, you guys make me really happy seeing you out here. We need your support. I gotta tell you that I actually mostly feel sad because I feel sad for everyone who's not here. Everyone out there who's drowning in lies, unrelenting propaganda of false information. And I never knew this would happen. You know, me and my colleague, Paul Marek, we formed the Frontline COVID-19 Critical Care Alliance. And all we have tried to do
from the moment this pandemic was coming to U.S. shores is to figure out how to treat this thing and to come up with the most effective treatment protocol in the world. And I believe we've succeeded at that. And I know we've saved lives. But what happened after that, after we became COVID experts, that's all we did is we consumed everything we could. We read every paper, we talked to doctors around the world, and we figured this disease out. It is treatable. Early treatment works. And along the way, I became one of the world experts in the clinical use of ivermectin in COVID.
Woo!
And I didn't know that knowledge would launch me into 15 months of watching corruption unfold every day in the newspapers and the televisions and the medical journals. They lie. We live, unfortunately, in the United States of pharma. The pharmaceutical industry is killing people. They do not care. They put profits ahead of people's lives. They do this rapaciously, relentlessly, and they're doing it today. And nobody's aware of it. I can't recognize a society where suddenly we're celebrating pharmaceutical companies and we listen to their CEOs tell lies. And those lies get put in newspapers and they kill people. And they lead to these ridiculous mandates. And I'm watching people die. I've been in ICUs for 15 months with lungs whited out, people dying on ventilators, families crying, families getting destroyed, and they're all needless deaths. I know this. Early treatment works. I'm watching needless death all over the place. And this is a sad message. But I got to tell you, now I'm an expert at the corruption. I see it everywhere. I see what they're doing. They're practicing disinformation. They know how to do it. They've learned it from the tobacco industry last century, who perfected the tactics of disinformation. And I think everyone here recognizes it, but nobody else does. There's so few Americans who recognize what is happening. They have taken control of information and they are infecting our brains with lies. And I see good doctors who literally are pushing vaccines on people, who are willing to vaccinate toddlers against the cold virus. This is insane. The world has gone mad, and it's not their fault. It's from unrelenting propaganda and censorship of good information. So I want you guys to keep fighting, keep spreading the truth. I feel morally and ethically obligated to show up whenever asked to keep spreading truth. And I thank you for your support. Woo!
Me too, Anna. Me too.
Thank you, America. We're here today for freedom, liberty, and the ability to choose. You should be able to decide what treatment you want. We do not want hospitals, state agencies, the federal government, the WHO, the NIH, the CDC telling you what treatment you need. You need to decide. You and your doctor need to decide what treatment you want. And if there is risk, there must be consent. They have lied to you. They have told you mistruths. They have indoctrinated you. They have...
If you're joining right now, please make sure you share this live broadcast. These are doctors speaking right now, and everyone needs to hear this message. So I'd really appreciate y'all if you share this live right now on your Facebook, wherever, Twitter. I don't know. I'm not on Twitter.
The vaccine does not
Much
work.
appreciated.
We know that social distancing does not work. We know that locking up people does not work. We know that masking our children has such a profound effect on their development. It must stop. And then what do they want to do? They don't want you to be treated early because they want to instill fear. They then want you to be admitted to hospital where you are imprisoned and treated with remdesivir, which is a drug which kills people.
Remdesivir kills.
So I see a sign there, medical apartheid. I know what medical apartheid is. This is what we're dealing with. It must stop. It must stop. We should have choice. We need choice. And when there's risk, there has to be choice. We know that early treatment is effective. They don't want you to know this because they want you to be scared. They want you to get these so-called genetic therapies. We know early treatment could have saved millions of lives. Millions of lives. They do not want you to know this. And we need to stop the tyranny. We need to stop it now. We need to speak out. We need to speak out for the truth. And medical freedom must supervene. We need to.
Renee, funny you mentioned Joe Rogan. Dr. Malone is going to be speaking in a while here. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited for that one.
Doctors treat their patients because they're the ones that know best. They are the patient's doctor. It needs to be a contract between the patient and his doctor. They should decide alone what treatment to give. It's no business of the federal government or agencies to tell doctors how to practice medicine. So I thank you all for being here because together we are much stronger than we are alone. And our voices will be heard and their lies will be caught, they will be caught out for their lies. And ultimately, they are going to take responsibility for the devastation that they have caused. Lock them up! Lock them up! Thank you, my friends, and thank you for being here. We all in this together. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to bring you a surprise. The president of Brazil is bringing the message that he is fully supporting the defeated mandate. So, it is beyond political parties, political orientations, or anything else. This goes beyond. This is a time for us to be one, fighting for the truth. Okay. After dozens of papers published, more than 3,000 patients treated, no deaths, and accused of crime against humanity. And because I saved lives, I'm here to speak. Many things. First of all, we must do everything we have in our hands to save lives. Okay? Everything. Second, mandates are not only scientifically unsupported, but they are supported against the mandates. Okay? Third, treatment never killed a single person within the choices that we offer, but under treatment killed millions. Fourth, while COVID has killed millions, what came together killed much more. It killed science, it killed us from inside, it killed elders, their remaining lives they had, it killed all of us a little bit. Fifth, I consider the absence of transparency as the absence of truth. 100% of my research has full data published publicly so anyone can analyze. I dare all organizations, agencies, and companies to bring their results out, the full results. Okay, I dare. 6, not only us here, you guys, we have in common 3 characteristics, okay? Integrity, intelligence, and bravery. That's why we are here. And 7, I've never seen in my life, and I've never heard in history, people celebrating the absence of therapies for a disease that killed millions. So celebrating when a paper comes out showing that ivermectin doesn't work, which is not true at all,
but they celebrate the absence of therapies. What are these people wanting? Okay, so this is first time we see this kind of stuff. So I want just ask you one thing. I want science back. I want science, the real science to be rescued. Real scientists are silenced, are suppressed, are gaslighted. We want to speak out again. We want to give opportunity. The suppression of the discussion means something. What are they hiding from us? That's my message. Thank you very much. I'm Flavio Cadegeni, representing not only Brazil, but also the full world. We need America to become America again. America, we need you guys.
Make America, America again.
Hello, California. Back in August, I filed a lawsuit in federal court challenging the University of California's vaccine mandate. A case that's still in federal court. 3 months later, the university fired me, where I had worked for 15 years as a professor in the School of Medicine and director of the medical ethics program. But I'm still here, California. Governor Newsom, Senator Pan, I'm not going anywhere. I'm coming for you. My case is still in federal court, and I'm not done in the courts. I also filed a Freedom of Information Act request to the FDA to get the Pfizer data from their clinical trial. FDA said we want 75 years to release the data that we reviewed in only 108 days. Judge said no way.
Everyone will be dead by then.
Pfizer then stepped in. Pfizer said, let us redact the data with our black pen before it's released to the public. Judge said no way. The data is coming out. The truth will out.
Maybe, Renee, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, maybe there's some interest in aliens. Who knows?
It's been the tip of the spear on absurd pandemic policies. For an aerosolized respiratory virus, the safest place to be is outdoors in the open air, right where we are right now. But California boarded up all our basketball hoops. They closed our beaches, the safest place on the planet. The city of San Clemente, just south of where I live, dumped 37 tons of sand into an outdoor skate park to prevent our children from going outside. So instead, they stayed inside where respiratory viral spread was far more likely. Now, has California abandoned absurd pandemic policies just because the lockdowns are over? They have not by a long shot. Consider 10 bills that right now are being considered in the California state legislature. Californians, you want to know what to do? Go to the Unity Project website, look up these 10 bills, look there for what you can do to oppose these. Bill number 1, Senate Bill 871, mandates COVID vaccines for all public and private schools. Assembly Bill 2098 classifies any medical opinion that runs contrary to the establishment's narrative as, quote, misinformation.
1984.
Doctors like me to discipline from the medical board if we spread such information. Is this going to shut us up? No, it's not going to shut us up. Senate Bill 866 lowers the age of consent for a COVID vaccine to 12, removing parental rights, choices for their children. Senate Bill 920 authorizes the medical board to search my doctor's office and these doctors' offices and access your medical records without patients' or doctors' consent. Senate Bill 1464, there was some brave law enforcement here in LA that said, we're not going to enforce these absurd mask mandates. This will remove their funding if law enforcement tries to stand down. Senate Bill 1479 requires schools to test children without parental consent, turning our schools into public health agencies. Senate Bill 1390, which affects you. It affects any person or entity prevents them from making statements that the government deems, quote, misleading, including on the internet and in advertisements. I could go on and on. There's a few more, but I'll spare you the gruesome details. Unity Project website will give you more information. But if these 10 bills, if this unholy decalogue is passed legislatively, Californians will live under a regime that allows the state to muzzle our free speech, to coerce medical interventions as a condition of working in the state, even if you work entirely from home, to access and share our private medical information, to usurp the role of parents in consenting for medical procedures for their children. It would turn California's schools into medical centers and force law enforcement to do the bidding of unelected health bureaucrats. In these proposed laws, we see.
Oh, I see Dr. Malone up there.
That I sketched in my remarks a few months ago to defeat the mandates in
see
Washington, D.C. The welding of public health, digital technologies of surveillance, and the police powers into of the state into a coercive, invasive biosecurity model of governance. Now, if you think about the totalitarianisms of the past, the worst regimes, the places that
I agree with you, X1. Actually, 70s. I'd prefer 70s.
Was not secret police or men in jackboots or even concentration camps, as horrible as all these
Yo, are
things
you for
were.
real,
The
Joshua?
common feature
I hope that's the
of
case.
all totalitarian regimes is the inability to ask questions, the prohibition of questions, the muzzling of speech, the muzzling of thought is always where these regimes begin. The censorship of free speech in 2098 and 1390 spells the end of civil liberties in California. We are the tip of the spear. What happens here is going to roll out across the country. This is why we need to put our stake in the ground now. This is why we need to stand strong. And even if the University of California is not standing by their motto, we will stand by their motto. And so I tell you today, fiat lux, let there be light. Thank you.
For 14 days, should she get a flu shot? Well, no. If she got the flu for 14 days, she's as protected as anybody can be, because the best vaccination is to get infected. And if she really has the flu, she definitely doesn't need a flu vaccine. If she really has the flu, she should not get it. She doesn't need it because it's the most potent vaccination is getting infected yourself.
What did the Don of the medical mafia just say? Did he spit out a truth by accident? Yes, right. A broken clock is accurate twice. That was his first time he was accurate. The second time had been at the beginning of the pandemic when he basically stated that masks in the community do not mitigate respiratory viral spread.
Masks don't work.
Guess what else fails to stop viral spread? The DNA damaging genetic injection. I failed to call it a vaccine. I'm sorry.
It's a vaccine.
Now they deny ever even making that claim. Can you believe that? Dr. Wire, I like that. Yeah, now they replaced it with it lowers symptom severity. It may have done that for like a hot minute. But guess what? The data's out. And the mortality data says, not anymore. Not anymore. That may have been true, but not anymore. That would make that a therapeutic if that were even true. What if you had cancer and the government said you have to take 5 rounds of chemo? Would you put up with that? Hell no, right? That means I could do anything. For this reason and many more, children are off limits. We have a declaration of 18,000 PhDs and MDs that state that there is no instance where a child should get this injection. None. Zero. Zilch.
Leave those kids alone.
Dr. Risham Bhattacharya had written a paper recently that told us and supported what we already knew. Most kids already have COVID. Vaccinating the immune is tantamount to scientific incoherence. It's not the responsibility of a 3-year-old to take care of adults.
You know, Rich, it's actually hot as
it's the responsibility of these adults.
The sun is killing
to
you.
take care of these 3-year-olds, right? So shots, testing, masking, the little plexiglass dividers.
You guys, just look how many people in LA came here to show their support.
The little stickers.
I am mind blown. This is incredible.
Some politician's brother got the job for. It's all bullshit. It's money laundering used to fuel fear, harm, and submission. They demand you adjust your little diaper on your face while Newsom goes up to French Laundry and yucks it up with his buddies. None of this was necessary. And we all know it. And I have a feeling you all know it too. The people that don't know it is a large portion of the population, and the reason they don't know it is because of censorship of these amazing doctors, discreditation, and deplatforming. When something doesn't work and it's potentially harmful, our public health mob thinks that means you need more of it. These mandates defy both science and common sense. It's time to stop this lunacy. It's insulting. I'd like to introduce to you Dr. Lakamala. Mr. Paul.
Walensky, Francis Collins, Bola from Pfizer, lock them up. USA, 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 USA. Let me calm you down. Let me get straight to the point. We had these excellent people before me. We still have Brian Tyson to come and the great Dr. Robert Malone. Woo! But I want to say, nothing worked. Nothing. They lied to you. They lied to you about asymptomatic transmission. You locked them up. They lied to you about recurrent infection. You locked them up. They put that false positive PCR test. We locked them up. They told you that vaccinal immunity, impossible, was better than natural immunity. We locked them up. They told you that little Johnny at 10 was at the same risk as Johnny at 85 with 4 underlying medical conditions. They lied to you. They made you hide below your bed. We locked them up. We live in a good governance society. This is about freedom. This battle here that the Canadian truckers started. Long live the Canadian truckers. It's about the U.S. trucker now. Long live the People's Convoy. Children represents the backbone of this society. To dig deep in our pockets. Jamaican people need to stand up. To decide on the people's standpoint. We need to drop these vaccine mandates and emergency powers. And I say, long live the United States structure.
Yes, X1, 100. We're here fighting. Look at all of us here.
I want to end.
A lot of people here today. Way more than I thought.
Brian Tyson, I want to say this. I want to get Brian Brazzi, Mike Landis, and Rebecca. On the stage. They're coming at around 3 o'clock. But let me end. Let me end by the critical issue here. This is about they're coming for your children. There is no science. There is no data. We've looked at the science. We looked at the science in Sweden. 0 deaths. 0. We looked at the science in Germany. We looked at the Danis et al. Study that was published that showed in the French Alps, 1 infected child was exposed to 109 contacts. They followed them. Not 1 instance of secondary transmission. The asymptomatic rate was a lie. We locked them up. Let me end by saying, this is the hill. As a parent, I'm a parent. I have a 12-year-old today. This is the hill that an American parent must be willing to defend and lay your life down. Never. You must never let them put that vaccine into your child's arm. It is unsafe. It is unsafe. And let me end with Dr. Brian Tyson, who is an early treatment expert, and he's treated 10,000 patients successfully. USA! 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 USA!
That is one hell of an act to follow. I'm Dr. Tyson, and when COVID broke out in our area, I called my public health officer, I called my congressman, I called my state senator, and I called my state assemblyman. And you know what the answer I got? Stop testing. You're creating too much work for us. I'm sorry, I got 300 patients in my parking lot. So you know what I did? I took out $250,000 loan and started treating people. I trained 1,700 people and I made KUSI News thinking I would hear something back. I didn't hear anything. So I treated 4,000 patients. And I went to the steps of the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C., hoping to get an answer. And I got nothing. So I treated 7,000 patients. And me and Dr. Farine, we wrote a book called Overcoming the COVID Darkness, thinking that would call attention to what we were doing. And I heard nothing. So now I have treated over 10,000 patients, and I'm not waiting to hear back from them anymore. I'm done waiting for a response. I am making that response.
Interesting,
now.
X1.
They don't want you to know that early treatment exists. They don't want you to know that these shots have failed. They don't want you to know that the mandates have failed. They don't want you to know that public health, the CDC, and the NIH have been the biggest failures in their inception of all eternity. They don't want you to know that the current leadership has failed. But you have a chance to tell the world how much they have failed by replacing them with people who have succeeded.
Early treatment has succeeded. By the talks you hear today, and by the crowd I see out here, the mandate's pushback has succeeded. We must continue to push for new leadership in our government and replace the old guard that is not protecting its people, it's not working for its people, and it is certainly not being governed by its people. What are you willing to sacrifice to make that change? I have made that sacrifice, and I am asking you to stand with all of us up here, and everybody presented today, and everybody standing next to you, to fight against the medical and social tyranny that is going on in our country, as well as countries across the world, and do not give in. I am running for Congress in the 25th district for the state of California. I am pulling for Anthony Fauci. I am pulling to make this place a better place to live. USA! 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 USA!
You got the I'm so excited for this.
You know what? Jimmy and High Res got it right. This is a war. This is a war on freedom. This is a war on children.
You guys, this is
a war
Dr.
on
Malone
religion.
speaking now.
This is a war on your ability to
In case you
think.
can't see.
They want to control all information. They want to control what you think, and they're doing it all over the world. I've just come back from Paris, France, and Marseille with many of these physicians, where we did another COVID summit and a rally outside of Paris, and they have exactly the same problems we do. Matter of fact, they have even less information. Thank heavens for our courts releasing those Pfizer documents. And when I presented those 9 pages of single-spaced, continuous adverse event listings from the Pfizer table, they had never seen it before in France, because they have an even worse situation than we are. The point I'm trying to make is this is a global war. This is not just here in the United States. The same things are happening everywhere. Latin America, Africa, all across Asia, and in Europe, as well as North America, and God save the Canadians. I come to you with an open heart as a physician committed to healing, bringing 3 simple words. Each word rings like a bell in the soul of honest people: integrity, dignity, and community. Integrity is a commitment to truth in what you say, how you live, and how you treat others. Dignity flows from respect for ourselves, for each other, and for the world we live in. Community is what binds us together. It's what's gone wrong. It's what binds us together to each other and gives our lives purpose and meaning. These are the 3 things we must recover if we will heal. The problem is the virus. The problem is the damage that has been done to us as human beings and as a community. Now, the other day I was in Paris and I drove by a little church. It was the Church of St. Augustine, the doctor of the Roman Catholic Church, who famously said, "The truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. Let it loose, it will defend itself." I was born in Palo Alto, raised in Goleta, California. But when I return to my birth state, I hardly recognize it. What has happened? What has happened to the open, freedom-loving society of my youth? Why has free speech become vilified? Why does the Los Angeles Times feel the need to label people as Nazis without any evidence?
Why are they doing this? Do they forget that the Nazis came to power as a left-wing party and that the hallmark of their rise was aggressive use of censorship, propaganda, and the mass formation psychosis process to control people, used to control people? They seem to have completely forgotten about all these things. They're practicing them themselves. I donated to the Obama and Biden campaigns, which I now regret. What I've seen over the last 2 years, particularly here in California, under World Economic Forum trained Governor Gavin Newsom, what I've seen cannot be unseen. Now the Uniparty wants to push it for president. He must be stopped before he and his party can expand their totalitarian mandates and laws. There is no medical emergency. There is no justification for these laws that the California Democratic Party and their World Economic Forum allies want to push on us. This is my truth, and I believe it's self-evident. We should not have politicized the public health response to SARS-CoV-2 and COVID-19, but here we are. This is what's been done by the followers of the World Economic Forum party line. Regarding the genetic COVID vaccines, the science is settled. They're not working to prevent infection, replication, the spread of Omicron, and they're not completely safe. Now, Washington Post fact-checked me on that one, and we'll see them in court. These vaccines were designed for a different virus, the Wuhan strain. Whether they made sense for protecting our elderly and frail from the original virus is irrelevant now. So let's stop arguing about it. We must look forward. These genetic vaccines don't prevent Omicron infection, replication, or spread to others. In our daily lives, with our friends, with our families, we all know this is true. Data from all over the world indicates that the triple vaccinated may be at increased risk for infection, disease, and death from Omicron. These genetic treatments are leaky, they have poor durability, and even if every man, woman, and child in California or the United States were vaccinated, these treatments cannot achieve herd immunity and they cannot stop COVID. We all know that now. They're not completely safe, and the full nature of the risks continues to be disclosed. It's been hidden. In contrast, the natural immunity which healthy immune systems develop after infection and recovery from COVID is long-lasting, broad, highly protected from disease and death caused by this virus. Next point, if there is risk, there must be choice. This is a bedrock truth of modern bioethics. All medical procedures, vaccines, and drugs have risks. All of us have the right to understand these risks and to decide for ourselves whether we willingly accept these risks. To deny this is to deny human dignity. These censorship and propaganda campaigns disrespect us. Yeah, let's go for sure. Many roots. A willingness to deny human dignity is one of the largest of those roots. In our souls, we know this is true. Now, although I'm a physician who's deeply committed to the Hippocratic Oath, I'm above all a husband, a father, and a grandfather. Now I wish to speak to you about our children and our responsibility to them. If nothing else, we must nurture and protect our children. This is job one. It's your job, it's my job, it's not their job to protect us. And during the last 2 years, our society and our public health response has failed to protect them. Many things our public health system has demanded we do to our children has directly harmed them. Finally, I'm out of time, but I want to say there's hope. We'll get through this. We're already breaking through the madness of the crowds, the mass formation, the effects of the legacy media and big tech promoted fear and psychological manipulation, which has twisted public health policy. Omicron has destroyed the approved narrative that the vaccines are safe and effective, and that early drug treatment does not work. We know those to be lies. The dark winter protected by our president and pushed by his paid fearmongers in the media failed to materialize. When I was a child, a brilliant man said, "Ask not what your country can do for you.
Ask what you can do for your country. This is our country. We own this amazing gift, but we must defend it if we wish to keep it. Please keep his words in your minds and heart. Be leaders. Remember, integrity, dignity, community. Thank
Where do
you.
you know this comes from? I was wondering why I'm not carrying fun downtown LA today.
All right, folks. All right. You know, my time is almost up with you. And I gotta tell you, those doctors are superhuman beings, aren't they? You know, I got something else to tell you. There's a lot of doctors that have been out in the forefront of this fight for decades. Christiane Northrup, Dr. Tenpenny, we could go on, Larry Gillespie. Let's give those doctors a round of applause, too. Yeah. They sacrificed their lives for us to tell us the truth. Now, I got a little job that I was told that I had to do, but I just didn't want to miss the opportunity to tell you that I love all of it. And you see the sun came out for us? See, that's God watching over us. You see the sun coming out for us? That's all of our ancestors saying, I'm here with you. You see the sun coming out for us? That's the sun of hope. That's the energy of hope, right? Give yourself a standing ovation. All the way back there. Now, I want to talk about the sponsors that made this happen. Now, when I say their names, I want you to say freedom. Now, I don't want you to say freedom like I heard earlier today. Now, I'm going to say their names, and it's after each one, I want you to say freedom. Frontline COVID-19 Critical Care Lines. The Informed Consent Action Network. You know Dale Bigtree. Community Project. Vaccine Safety Research Foundation. And you better say it for Freedom Men. I better hear a big one. Freedom Men. Children Health Defense Fund. Health Protection of the Educational Rights of Kids. But wait a minute. Now I want to hear a big one for them because their volunteers were amazing. You ready? Go. Come around this, guys. You know, this took a lot of money to do. Now, come on now, folks. Take out your phones. This is not a Netflix subscription. This ain't a Hulu subscription. Take out those phones. I have some barcodes on the side. I want you to consider donating to this effort because from the East Coast to the West Coast, we found our voice. From the East Coast to the West Coast, we found our truth. And we found more warriors. We found more people. God, I mean, think about it. The Patriots and the Freedom Medical Group, the new civil rights movement of the 21st century, we are some bad people. Right? We are bad. Take those phones out now. I'm in charge when I'm up here. Take them phones out. And I want you to donate whatever you can, because this is important. This took a lot of effort, a lot of sacrifice, and I'm quite sure a lot of arguments behind the scenes. Take those phones out. Let's do God's work today. You know, this is our new church. This is our new community. This is our new tribe. One more time for freedom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Because we're stronger now because we are the power of we. Because you know why? Love wins. Sing it for me.
Good to be here today, guys.
Let's go, Brandon!
They're probably in a break. They're probably going to do setups.
How long does this go on today? 8 p.m.
We've been here since whatever.
I got here at 9.
Yeah, 9.
And I met so many interesting people. I thought
We met bunches. Yeah, you wish you were here with us earlier. Yeah. We met all kinds of the same things.
It was horrible.
That's why we came. We got here.
Sonia put him.
You marched with a fire truck, right?
Yeah, we came out. That was great. Yeah, that's so we had marched. They marched us to here.
We are freedom groupies.
What a show.
I like it.
What a day.
I met this lady.
Everybody
Riding
taking
with the truckers. She met them somewhere in Wisconsin or whatever.
I'd like to talk
Then
just
she's
for a
been riding
second.
with different truckers every day.
Really? That's awesome.
And then I went to there, they took me on Facebook Live, and then they were chatting and having fun. It was great.
Love and unity.
Do you remember the little girl who was arrested in New York, like at the museum?
No, I don't know. Oh yeah, I can barely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we met her at she was down at the trucker thing. She's gonna speak on here later.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well,
She's like,
it's no big deal. Like a killing if they will into Jackson. Willing in the fast.
Who's this guy?
Did you see high res? Did you see high res and Jimmy Levy? I'll be back.
Against you. God sends me alive.
Actually, it sounds like we're the Mighty Mighty Boss.
The Mighty Mighty Boss. It's such a good event. It's such a good event. I'm surprised how many people came out.
Yeah. Actually, all week I was voting the hell out of it until I was in. I don't think I did this. Just maybe down here like this will be at least 10,000. Wow.
Won't you please come out to protest? Show your face. Oh, my land once known as freedom. How can such a thing occur? Won't you please come out to protest? Let's get Sachi habits. We can take it.
No, there's this here from San Diego.
Decisions to put our jobs back. Won't you please come out to protest?
I can't.
To help you, because his focus. Won't you please come out to protest? And show me other side. So we can change the world. We're ready it's much better. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, this man right here is named Grant Element from Presence Music.
Alright, we'll move on.
Alright, everyone. We're gonna read
Okay, maybe not right now.
We're gonna raise the vibration. Here's how it's gonna go. When I say freedom, you say sovereignty. Freedom. Freedom. When I say freedom, you say sovereignty. Freedom. Freedom. When I say freedom, you say unity. Freedom. Freedom. Because we live into a scale. I said we're living through a scale. Sing it with me. Because we're living through a scale. Say, I said we're living through a scale. Break down the walls, said it's time to unify. The differences between us make us beautiful and divine. And politicians, then they use that difference to divide. And I know who I am, my heart is in alignment. Standing up with the tyrants, for each one we find it. Babylon crumbling before my eyes, I'm not surprised yet. I'm taking my oxygen and optimizing. My health is my true wealth, and no vaccine will compromise it. She comes online. Toxic chemicals are having headlines. And it's on the virus which they haven't identified. That's right. We living through a scale. I said we living through a scale. I want to see everybody's hands in the sky for this one. You ready? We're gonna wave our hands side to side. Because we're growing stronger. We're growing stronger. We stay. Because we live into a scale. Politician control us, so we live into a scale. We fight self-ownership, so we live into a scale. Yeah, that's right. So we live into a scale. Give it up one more time for Dickie Barrett. I hope y'all hear the word. It's beautiful to celebrate freedom with y'all here today. Once again, my name is Grant from Presence Music. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
All right, everyone. I think I want to sign off here. I hope you really enjoyed the talks today. Please make sure you share this message.
And Edward Allen Royal Award-winning journalist and founder of blockchain.
I'm going to end this. So thanks everyone for joining me tonight. And please share if you can. And maybe I'll go live again later on Facebook or something. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, I'm Apolla Asteria.
From the California. Hey, I'm coming in from Georgia. It's not quite North Carolina, but we like to do something.